Buffy Oak. A small location where people simply sit around and enjoy each other's company. They talk, laugh, and sing without ever arguing, drawing daggers and dying in a gurgling rush of blood. A truly bizarre place.
And welcome to Buffy Oak. Hey YouTube, this is FireWizard23 and welcome back to Let's Play Dungeon Keeper. So, we have this big island mass on the north end of the realm, and we have two opponents to deal with this time. And the two keepers have decided to band against us to try to fight us, so we have a bunch of areas already dug out for us, and the first thing I'm going to do is we have this gold seam that's right in the midst of our dungeon, so I'm going to go ahead and make this treasure room right around it. I'm going to set my imps, make a few more here, to go ahead and just start mining it, because there is absolutely no reason we should not do that. And we have this big room here on this, what is it, let's see, northwestern part of our dungeon. I'm going to go ahead and have my imps dig out those little pillars there, and I'm going to make that into a giant lair, which has got to fly, so I'm going to use the Possessed Creature spell. In fact, it comes to my attention, this might be the very first time I've actually used a Possessed Creature spell. Wait, no, it isn't, I've used Possessed Creature before, and I'm going to fly around the outside of my dungeon because there's a few dragons who are lurking about the outside, and seeing my fly, they will join us, like that one joined me. And dragons are going to be my big major allies in this level. This is also my first attempt with this level at doing a post-commentary audio track for my commentary. I thought it was a little bit cumbersome for me to have to record the audio and the game at the same time with this PC LP, only because it is just such a graphically intensive LP that I had to use Cam Studio's recording software as opposed to
You need to build a lair for your creatures.
Cam Studio's abilities, and it was just easier if DOSBox did its own thing and then I just had Audacity to record it. So I hope everyone likes this alternative, because I'm going to be able to meld this audio and the video together in one piece, and there will be absolutely no lag in my comments. So here I'm trying to just make like a little layer just to satisfy the dragons for now, but I want to make the entire space one layer, so all my monsters will be living in the same location. As I'm recording this audio, it is the 26th of December. It must have been, I believe at least a week has gone by since I recorded the actual video game footage you're watching. I actually thought this level was going to be a lot harder. There's actually... The AI of this game is very strange for the opponents, because sometimes they are brutally intelligent and just very, very active in what they do. And sometimes they are bewilderingly stupid, where they don't even get off the ground and I can just go over and crush them. And it makes kind of an unbalanced game. I mean, it'd be one thing if there was kind of like a happy medium area they could sometimes hit, but it's one or the other. Either they're so built up and they're so aggressive it's unreal, or they've like done nothing. And I do not understand what is the difference, what causes that change. There we go, we've got the whole layer for us. Next I'm going to want to build a library. My dragons will begin research. They are excellent researchers, as they are just about anything, really. And I do apologize if I don't seem to be reacting to a lot of the things you're going to hear, because... and here I actually decide against having my imps. You're about to see it, but I usually make both those rooms into one giant library, and I thought, you know what? I don't want to do that. I'm going to make just a smaller library. I'm just going to go ahead and cut these guys off right there. I'll just make that little rectangular space right there a library. Because I will end up getting so many researchers that we will research most of the things fairly quickly. So there's really no need for me to have just extensively huge libraries. So I went ahead and just made a hatchery nearby, just so they could grab a bite to eat if they wanted. Which, by the way, I had a really good KFC meal. The KFC meal number 6. It's a box meal with 3 chicken strips, a biscuit, and, what do you call them? Potato wedges. And a drink. It was really, really good. I'm drinking some vitamin water Power C right now. It's got a really good shopping trip that I'm so excited and so happy about. So I hope everyone's doing well. It is... Did I say what day? Yeah, it's November 26th. 6th as I can't believe November's already gone by. By the way, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Because I didn't put up a Thanksgiving video. What kind of videos do you put up for Thanksgiving? Custard's Last Stand? Yeah, that's the video, the quick little LP I'm going to do for Thanksgiving. I'm going to do Custard's Last Stand, because that is so sensitive to our Native American peoples. If anyone does not understand what I'm talking about, go to YouTube. I swear, well, search on YouTube. You can probably find Custard's Last Stand on the Atari. It is so insulting, because basically you have to bring your European settler over, and he has to fuck the woman without dying. I'm dead serious. That's exactly what you have to do. It's so bad. Back to the game, which unfortunately, this is kind of a problem with trying to describe a lot of the stuff in this LP. Other than the different things that happen in each level based on just, I have to dig this way, the enemy's this way, and they're going to have these kind of monsters. The basic setup of most of these levels is pretty much the same, and that's the only kind of really downside to doing something like this. You'll notice we have this big expanse between the two. I'm surrounded by lava completely, and then we have this expansive area between us that has these gold seams. And I would like to start having my imps go and start mining that gold, because otherwise my opponents will start to do that. And they'll start claiming those tiles, and that can make this incredibly difficult to take them down. But I do have the bridge technology that's been researched. Not really sure why I lose the technology every single time I go to a different level. We're just going to go with that. Because it seems like you naturally could... Because the first few levels did kind of write it almost like you were just simply gaining the technology as you went along, even though you kind of had to re-research each room all the time. But it made more sense. Now it's kind of like, well, why am I having to research all these rooms? Don't I already have them? Maybe you could argue that the characters in this world don't have them. Like, if the warlocks don't know what that is, then they can't. Of this world don't know what that is, then they can't. Of this region don't know what that is, then they can't do it. I guess that could be an argument. Yeah, there they go, digging out the gold. When they got that gold dig out, they will start on their merry way, starting to claim every single square. Did I already turn off? I think it's about to occur to me to turn off the gem seam that I have in my treasure room. There we go, because now they're going to start claiming tiles like crazy. You will see it pretty soon here. I am going to start having some of my imps go into, because I'm going to make a lot of imps here just to start claiming tiles. I'm going to actually put some of these imps right into the training room so I can actually build up to level 3 imps, because I would like more powerful and faster imps for this level, because I have a lot of distance to cover. And at this point, I was like, oh, yeah, I've already put him there. Okay, I missed that. I'm sorry. And because I'm really anticipating at this point that the opponent's going to break through this region and start claiming these tiles and start digging out the gold for himself. He does have a gold... They do have gold seams near where they start, but not that much of it.
A new room has been researched.
I'm still kind of given the advantage. Is this, oh, I got it right here. Let me take a look here. Got my official Bullfrog strategy guide, which is really good. I got this for free from Paperback Swap. So happy. Let's take a look here. Now that's that level. Where's Buffy Oak? Here's Buffy Oak. Is this... No, we got one more level where I still got the primary advantage.
A new spell has been researched.
I would say the next 2 levels I still kind of have the edge in a way, and then it's going to start going downhill. Then it's going to start going downhill really bad, where they're really going to stack the odds against me. I'm really going to be on the short stack. But the next 2 levels, this one and the next 2 levels, we're going to have a good time with this. And there I am. If I'm going to start digging out some of this gold, which I will end up tagging all the gold in this little alley we have here, I will be setting up little treasure rooms here and there just so my imps don't have so far to walk bringing the gold back.
A new room has been researched.
There's the barracks room. Excellent. So I can get some orcs. I don't know, but it's something occurred to me. RTSs might actually be my favorite gaming genre, even though they are most of the one I find very few RTSs I really like, but I think it might be the actual genre of game I actually like the most, because it... Yeah, I mean, video games by themselves are math generally, but RTSs are... I like the automicity of RTS. I like the idea that I have set all these minions to do things, and they just do them without question. I just tag this, and my minions will come along and do it. My warlocks are researching, my dragons are researching, my orcs will go train, my mistresses will tend to the torture room, and like everything just kind of happens automatically. And I'm a really big fan of automicity. I really like that. Like that's how I have my bank account set up to pay my bills automatically, and I like it when things just happen that I don't have to bother with. I like setting things up so they work faster and easier. Like that's like something I really, really like. So I'm really attracted to this kind of game. For example, I actually like Warcraft as a game. I'm not that good a tactician. I do my best, but maybe at some point I will maybe put some Warcraft videos up. But I'm actually really... I fancy myself actually doing really good at it, but sometimes I really run into situations where I'm like, how the hell do I get by this? God! Maybe that might be something fun to put up there. Have people watch me play Warcraft. Craft. Put the T on the end there. I still have horrible speech impediments ever since, like, 3rd grade. I had a, I don't think I've ever shared this. I did have a speech pathologist when I was in, I think, 4th grade. Because I had a horribly malformed jaw. Imagine people... Remember, if anyone out there has, like, perfect teeth, they know how their front teeth, they kind of come over their bottom teeth a little bit. My top part of my jaw was actually, like, behind my back teeth in my normal bite. And it has since been corrected with orthodontic techniques, so they're now almost even. They now just click together. That's where my teeth sit right now. And it took me a long time during that correction to get my speech pattern the way it needed to be. To form words properly, where to put my tongue and that sort of thing. I think I speak pretty well now, but I remember just having a horrible time really forming words, and that had a lot to do with my latent social development as well. Game lag, I hate it. See, this is what I hate. All those things I looked up for DOSBox are saying, oh, well, if you do this, then the game will have absolutely no lag. It'll show lag when you're recording the video, but when you play it back, there won't be any lag at all. Okay, that's bull. No, there is so lag. That's not fair. Sorry I'm not commenting on the game, but then again, I really haven't had a good chance to cut loose sometimes with everybody and just let them know. There are these little strange... You noticed it down there when I was down there, but there's this gold seam that seems to be surrounding a small area. There's one there, and there's one on the direct opposite side of the dungeon. We're going to be looking at those pretty soon. Because I am interested in what's in there, and there's actually the 2 secrets you can find in this level. Right there. We got the torture room. Excellent. I might have already done it, but I think I do it in this level where I pick the wrong icon. Because I always get the prisoner icon mixed up with the torture room icon. And I forget the spike icon is the torture room. I forget that. I always expect it. It looks very similar to the icon that is on top. Oh yeah, the icon you see right there. That's on the screen right now. That orcs, that like little minion sitting on top of the spike. You see it on the left side. Tell my minions to get the lead out. There's gold to be harvested.
A new spell
got full treasure rooms, very nice. We got the heal spell, excellent. I'm hoping here, I've got Audacity recording. I've never tried to use Audacity to record something this large, which it should be able to do it. Plus I have it in the regular stereo mix, which is how I record most of my videos, so this would actually sound a lot better versus mine versus before when I was having the webcam actually do the recording, which I'm not sure how that works. But it causes it to almost sound like I'm in a small room when I talk. See, there's the other little darkened area that's surrounded. It's going to be dangerous to get to, but we can get to it. No, I want to leave it, because if you're going with weaker imps, they're probably not going to survive. It is very dangerous what's going on in there. I'm like, I wanted to see the training room, how they doing. And I noticed they are indeed level 3 imps. So clicking just the left mouse button, I will pick up the most experienced creatures. I can just drop them to start doing my bidding. And if I hold the shift and press the left mouse button, I'll pick up the least experienced creatures of a group, and I can drop them back into the training room for training. So now those new 8 imps will begin training, and my level 3 imps are now going to begin the digging and harvesting of the gold. Harvest? What is it? I Actually, that's a really good... Well, for the guy who's... I've heard of men who are gold prospectors, but what do you call the act of... Mining! Mining gold. Mining. That's what it's called. Like, what do you call the act of getting gold? I forget what that's called. I play World of Warcraft. I should know that. Yes, I play World of Warcraft, and nobody asked me for what my character's name is so we can hang out and WoW. I don't play it anymore. I got a wireless connection that's not exactly perfect, so I can't really play WoW right now. I had kind of the same problem that the Spoony one has with WoW, which is that you're just going on quests to gain more experience, so you can go on more quests. Like, it doesn't have a story, it just kind of keeps going. It's not... It has no end to it, and I didn't like that. But I also realized how much time it was just wasting, and it really wasn't for anything useful. Yes, video games are wastes of time, I do understand that, but, like, not for a tangible goal. Like, okay, to beat that really hard game and finally beat it, oh, you have such satisfaction. Such satisfaction. But then to play this game that just keeps going and going and going, it's like, oh my god. See, now my little imps are zipping around really fast to grab the tiles and all the gold. Set up a little room here. Yeah, I don't have the temple yet, but once I get the temple, you will see me sacrifice my flies just to get some more research finished, just so we can keep going. Yeah, because I hardly use... There's, like, no battles I end up fighting in this, other than, like, these really pathetically easy ones against just the few monsters my opponents got. It was really, really simple. But normally what will happen is your opponents will break into this little middling area and start claiming the tiles with their red and green squares. They will actually start building bridges into your area, and you're going to have to, like, defend yourself and try to keep your place alive. Which, the only thing I can possibly recommend is for you to start training up some monsters very early to just have some defense. See, there's the temple. I was going for this huge temple, even though it's not really necessary, because the temple doesn't actually attract any monsters. So I don't know, other than the ghosts wanting to harbor there when they can. Yeah, but here I just pick up all 4 flies, drop 2.
A new spell has been researched. A door has been manufactured. Your
Get a new
workshop
spell,
is not big enough.
and just drop 2 more. And I think the audio kind of lags here, but I do get... Or did I get a room? Oh, I got a room, that is... Oh yeah, it's the next thing that can be researched in the library you get. So I got the room and then a spell, so I got the graveyard room. I remember... I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'll mention it now. If you have a hound and you place him in the graveyard, it increases the rate at which the bodies decompose to produce vampires. So that can be a strategy you want if you want to produce vampires very quickly. The only thing I don't like, I guess if you were in a multiplayer game, this would be really nice, because they tell you all these tips and stuff you can use to, like, help increase levels and gain higher scavenging rates. In the normal mode, yes, you can do those things, but by the time you've done those things, you've probably already started engaging the enemy anyway, so you don't really have a lot of time to start building up forces. So my only complaint is, I wish those skills were more useful in the single-player mode. Somebody out there found this insane way, because this has some old features on it where you could play over modems and play against opponents. Someone figured out this crazy, insane way to actually get to... I'm dead serious, like if me and a friend had a disc, we lived in 2 different places, because me and Draggy Duck were trying to figure this out. You could take 2 discs, set it up on DOSBox, and there is a way for those 2 DOSBox applications on 2 different computers across the internet to play Dungeon Keeper against each other in a multiplayer match. There is a way to do it. It's like this, like, there's like 17 steps or something insane like that. It's so crazy. Like, yeah, this is like never gonna happen. But it was fun to know that option was there. Scavenger room. The most priciest of all the rooms. How much is that? $750 per square, so 75 times 10 is 7,500. 7,500 times 2 would be 20 or 15,000. Plus 750 times 5, which would be 375. So we're $18,750. That is. Wow, that's a really expensive room. I just chugged out the money for nothing. Oh boy. And again, yeah, I'm gonna stop apologizing for it. I've explained it. These videos take a very long... This particular video series takes me a long time to put all this information together, and it's such a piece of work for me to put this... I'm sure a lot of other LPers spend a lot of time making their videos, but this just takes me just a physical long time to get all the information. The basic information. Oh, and now we're going to investigate those little side areas. Once my here come the imps. I'm going to dig it out. Because there is, I bet you can guess what's there. There's a surprise box, but it's very heavily guarded by traps. I got my level 2 imps zipping about.
You have tunneled into a new area.
And they found it. There is the increased level, which would be incredibly useful. Because that will boost remember, it boosts every monster I have, imps included, to 1 level. But there are gas traps in there, not to mention... Oh, no gas traps. There are lava tiles. There's false floors and stuff. You're gonna hear some of your minions aren't able to get to the treasure room because they're too stupid to just jump across the little diagonal crack to stay off the lava, and they're gonna dig till they kill themselves, I think. Yeah, they dug till they killed themselves. Hopefully they start claiming the tiles, because that way they can start claiming... I can start laying down bridges in those squares.
A new spell has been researched. There is nothing left to research.
Because now I can just claim... I can do that, and now they can start claiming those tiles. Good. I think that's it. I think they found all the false traps. Yep. Grab that, and all my imps are 1 more experience level higher. And it takes me a little while to remember that I had level 2 imps in the training room. Now they've level 3, so I can take them out now. Oh no, I got it now. I thought I totally spaced on it. I thought I did. I thought I forgot I did. I thought I had forgotten about it. It's been a while since I made the video itself. Oh, so what else has been happening? I hope everyone's been enjoying the Quest for Glory LP I've been doing on the side of this. Obviously, it takes me a lot less effort to do the Quest for Glory videos because I just use DOSBox with them because the game is not very graphically intensive, so I'm not really going to miss much. And it's just easier to simply chug those out. But I'm not... How many levels are there after this, after Buffy Oak? Let me check, because it does give me the full rundown here. I check the table of contents here in this book. There are 1, 2, 3. There are only 7 levels left after this, and it's only getting tougher. This is not getting. This ain't gonna get easier. So I got to keep on my toes. And yes, I can indeed beat the final level of this game. It took me a while, but I can do it. I don't fully beat it, but I can beat it. I can do the winning condition of that final level.
You have tunneled into a new area.
There's something else you can do that would be complete annihilation. I almost accomplished it one time, but I couldn't do it. So now we've broken into the other area here, and there are gas traps sitting everywhere, which means my imps are hurting. Thankfully they're level 3, so they're not like dying instantly, but this is a lot of pain for them to go through. But that treasure box is a reveal map, and it will tell me everything of this entire level, which will be invaluable. Which also going to reveal the core problem of this level. Now all the imps are dying, but some of my imps are now walking over there to grab the other imps and take them back, the dead imps, and take them back to the graveyard. It's kind of a funny little scene. Oh, imps are panicking, they don't know what to do. They can nail take our land, but they nail take our freedom! They keep setting off the traps. Okay, now my good imp's coming and he's gonna start claiming tiles again. Keep setting off more gas traps though. Once we claim the tiles though, the gas traps won't go off though. Come on, you just gotta clean that last corner tile. Yes! Now with use reveal map, we now know everything about this entire world, and now looking down, you see what the problem is. They are this little dungeon that has almost nothing in it. And actually, at first I kind of panicked about what to do about it, but then I saw this little corner right here. You saw, just very briefly, but there's a little corner. They have one of their hallways connected to a gold seam, which means I could dig through the gold seam to get to them. Otherwise, if they had completely bound themselves, and this has happened so many times and it pisses me off, if they had completely bound themselves in with solid walls, there is no way in this level I could get to them. There's absolutely no way to do it, because I do not get the final spell in this game, in this level. I don't get it. So I would not be able to destroy the wall, shall we say. And you notice there is that gold seam all the way around the lava, but I don't bother with it in this level. Didn't get it, but I think it just takes too long, and we can pretty much get to end game here of end level.
A vampire has risen in your graveyard.
Yeah, here I'm like, yo, screw it, our imps are fine. Get him out of this done. Get him out of the training room. There's no point. Because I'd like my better monsters to begin training for the epically poor battle that is coming. I pick up my wizards who are level 2s. My warlocks, I call them... I can't say wizard because there actually is a character, the good character called a wizard. So I can't say wizard. They are warlocks. See, it's right there. There is a gold seam right next to the hallway, so I can break through the hallway. So, I gotta tag the path all the way to it and dig it out. And I'm surprised I did not use the possessed creature ability to help me here. Oh, well, here I just went around the gold seam, so that was a way to get around it. But I could have used possessed creature and just possessed an imp and just dug right to him. Yeah, and like just dig the hallway all the way to him, because I can't dig through their reinforced walls. Yep, and here we go. The imp will be coming over to that wall. Oh, I braced him over. Okay, and they start digging. Off they go, and we will break through their, because that is the only way I can get into their dungeon. Alternatively, one thing I tried to do when I was playing this by myself, because it's a technique my opponent used at one point, which was training up a vampire to level 10 so he could teleport, then using the Call to Arms spell and placing it directly on the opponent's dungeon heart, and over time that spell would get so powerful it would actually draw the vampires directly to it, and they would teleport directly to the dungeon heart. That is a technique I've attempted to use to win. I've never been able to successfully get it to work, unless you really have to get a lot of time to go by. And I remember in the level where your opponent actually attempts to do that to you, it does take a measured time for that to happen. But I remember, I feel like his vampires almost walked there, which they could have effectively at that point. And there was just a straight shot to the dungeon heart. But I seem to remember them teleporting. And training level 10 vampires is a very expensive proposition. Training up to level 10. Because they get incredibly pricey once they get to higher levels. Actually, let me share a little bit of info with you. Let's turn to the vampires entry here. They got these weird resume type things in this book I'm looking at. See, a level 10 vampire. The payday for a level 10 vampire is 3,113 gold. Wow. And for their actual training, it's 195. For every 1,000 experience point in a training room you want to give them, it will cost you 195 gold.
It is payday.
For them to reach the 10th level, and they take slightly more experience to get to higher levels, they need 360,000? They need... I can't read this. There's a bunch of complicated charts here I'm trying to read. But here we are really close to the corridor. That corridor I can break into, and I think I might have passed the point where I was using the lightning bolt spell to just fry imps. Say, okay, we're just getting rid of this ridiculous opposition. We're not dealing with this. Because the imps will not be in opposition the moment I lay down like real creatures. I'm like, come on, imps, dig it out. And I don't think to just use the possessed creature spell just to dig out the gold manually. Which you can do. There is one more treasure box near this gold seam. I believe it's a transfer creature, but again, I'm not using those in this game. For this run. Because you don't have to. They can give you an early advantage, especially if you get certain types of creatures. Like, for example, the Warlock, you can begin the research immediately. Not having any kind of delay. 2 blocks left. 1 block left.
You cannot afford
just dig it.
creatures. You are
dig. No! Romans, their pockets are full. Like, put down your treasure, whatever. And I realized I probably only should be dropping 3, because that's like the maximum I can actually dig there, so I don't know why I'm dropping all 8. Yes! Like, I got it! We've broken in. We've breached the dungeon. Now we can start claiming tiles. And eventually someone's going to realize we're here. Now the red and the green keeper, they've allied, so it doesn't. They're Their tiles might as well be considered the same color.
Your creatures are
So
under
see,
attack.
there's monsters, but I'll drop some orcs.
Your minions
I'm
are
surprised I
winning
didn't
a
just use the
battle.
calls to arms spell to just draw them right to the dungeon heart to knock it out. Because these opponents are really, really weak. There's almost no reason I should not just do that.
Your creatures are attacking
I
the
have a
enemy.
level 6
Your
orc.
minions are winning a battle. Your creatures
You're
are
gonna
fighting
lose
amongst
so bad,
themselves.
buddy. There is no point in even trying to fight me. There really isn't. I don't know why I dropped a vampire. Should I end up using the speed up spell here? Yeah, I bring out the speed up spell. Let's make you go a little faster. I'll slap you too. Faster! Start claiming tiles for me. Ha ha ha. We'll just head towards victory. As we'll start claiming rooms, we'll be close to the dungeon heart, we'll just drop some monsters down and knock it out. No problems. Yeah, this level is like a real disappointment. I expected this level to be a bitch. Because it can be, with the guy just constantly coming into that center region early. It's like, good. And you're trying to defend yourself, and you can't block off your portal room, and it sucks. And yet, you got 2 portals to start off, by the way. That was unique in this level. Which, the portals, I am going to guess that the portals spawn... Well, no, all the portals in the worlds do spawn the same monster sets.
Your workshop is not big enough.
So I don't know... Just having more portals can allow more monsters to come to you. I believe it affects your monster recruitment rate. Okay, we're heading towards the green dungeon. Good. Good. The 4th color in this game is... I know there's more than 3. I think the 4th color is yellow. Is that what it is? Keeper color. Let's check here. Maybe. Maybe.
You have defeated an enemy keeper.
So I know red is the primary color, and then there's blue and green. I want to say it's yellow. I think it might be yellow. Got myself a new treasure room. Excellent. My imp just heads off to take more rooms and grab the portal. Then we'll be right near the dungeon heart. I'll just drop some monsters down, and we'll have this in the bag. We're just near the end of this. Yeah, come on, imp, other way. Okay, we got the 1 square we need. So let's grab some big monsters and just drop them. Take it out, buddies. Take it out.
You have claimed an enemy.
No more dungeon heart, no more opponents. That's what we'll do. Now I'm disappointed. Again, it's a very disappointing level. I really thought this level was going to be a lot harder than this. Beat him! Beat him, beat him, beat him! Yeah, we got this one. Up-a-da-ba-da-ba-da.
You have claimed an enemy room.
Which could have been more exciting, but no, just monsters really didn't fight me this time, so what was I going to do? What do you want me to do, folks? What do you want me to do? Yeah, because the blue dungeon heart's already gone. Already defeated. I'll just saw off the layer there. I think I just beat the green one. Nope, almost dead.
You have defeated
Nope, now he's
an
dead.
enemy keeper.
Die.
Conquer this realm.
You have won a magnificent victory, Master. You have a talent for twisted mercilessness that makes other keepers look well... By comparison, I could not read what it said. Pause it. So we should see our little thing here in a moment. Success.
Khan Forge. The fairy ring lies smashed, and the folk have fled to the hills. Our vampires are out hunting them down as we speak. Rest assured, we will be dragging them back soon, my lord.
Okay, so that's going to do it for this episode of Dungeon Keeper. Hope you've enjoyed. This is Fire Wizard 23. Take care and bye-bye for now, everybody.